It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Coming up next.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Wilson going to throw right away. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Eric Gray to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson to the outside, complete to Johnson.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll run here with the rookie. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On third down, here's Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, here's Tracy. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. Down the sideline. And he will go all the way. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get forward for a couple. That's the veteran safety, Marshawn Lattimore, bringing him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up by running option to the right. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's Tress Way now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Here's Smith-Marset, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
We are through 1. It's the Commanders with the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. First and 10. They'll run with Tracy. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Samuel has it working the middle. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the option, here's Robinson. Robinson, the 1st down and more. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 27 yards.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On play action, Daniels. And he's into the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Gray gonna return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Room to run past midfield. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 30-yard line. A big play there. 35 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. A run here with Tracy on second down. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's McLaurin open on the left side.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Here's Robinson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Give him 13 on that screen play, and a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Daniels. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Daniels gonna throw again. And he's gonna run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now, Daniel. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Russ. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. The right side, catch made by McLaurin. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll throw with Daniels. Through the air, connecting with Debo. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air again is Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Wilson. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A carry here for Tracy. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On second down, here's Wilson. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. Now a 3rd and 2. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Gano on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants back within 7. It's 24-17. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It was Dietrich Wise with the tackle that time. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man complete to Johnson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On third down, here's Wilson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will be taken down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wilson makes the read and keeps it himself. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's in! Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with 1st down. Here's a designed run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. He'll try the right side with Robinson. Able to make one-man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll look underneath here for Tracy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
To throw again is Wilson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Wilson now going to keep it on the zone read. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. On the give, it's Tracy. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now Russ. A short one there to Bellinger. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down. Robinson, and he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Looking to Samuel on the out route. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
The crowd at MetLife on their feet for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That one taken in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Gray gonna return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Now Wilson on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's second down. Wilson to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Back to throw. Wilson. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout, and the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one.